Have you ever watched the images of what's happening in Africa, particularly to children, and wondered, how can I help? Do you have a feeling of helplessness as you suppress your desire to help and just get back to the business of working, raising a family, shopping at the mega superstore? I've had all of these feelings and more. For me, there's something invaluable about bearing witness, about seeing for myself what's truly happening, about connecting with those children whom I could love as much as I do my own family. That's why I've gone to Africa twice this year, and after banging my head against a wall with many foundations and agencies trying to make a direct contribution to the people who really need the help, I've discovered the secret to making a difference. All the economic theory and policy making in the world will not help a newborn who's starving for a single jar of formula after her mother has just died. The emergency is raging now. What if you could save that starving baby? What if you could save 500 mothers from the same fate as her mother so they could live to raise their children? What if you could educate these women so they gain a voice where they have none now? And what if you could follow the path of your contribution through the miracle of technology so that in your heart you know that what you are doing makes a difference? Here's my story and the secret to really helping Africa. After a 24-hour trip, I finally landed in Entebbe, Uganda at 8:45 p.m. local time with a mere 10-hour time difference from San Diego, California. I'm here to visit the Bishop Asili Health Center in Luwero, Uganda, a 2.5-hour drive north of the main city of Kampala. After sleeping a grand 3 hours under a mosquito net, I got to meet Sister Ernestine, the founder of the Bishop Asili Clinic. She's an extraordinary woman, a nun and a nurse. She was trained in Italy in physical therapy because of the incidence of cerebral malaria in Uganda. She also holds a master's degree in health administration. The demands on the clinic are extraordinary, and they've turned the small clinic into the only full treatment hospital in the region. In addition to treating patients for the most common ailments, including malaria, HIV/AIDS, intestinal disorders, and malnutrition, nearly 45 babies are born here every month. Amazingly, the clinic doesn't have the resources to put screens on the window or supply bed nets to stop malaria-carrying mosquitoes from infecting newborns, mothers, and the already weak.
At Bishop Asili, at the moment there are like 45 beds, but when we feel that we put something on the floor to make it like 50.
They can't perform C-sections here or minor surgeries needed by HIV patients because they don't have a surgical suite. These patients instead need to be referred to state hospitals, definitely not the preferred alternative. The clinic has doctors standing by, ready to work once the suite is available. Because the clinic doesn't have an ambulance, many women who are about to deliver are at risk. Often as they are in the midst of a complicated labor, they need to be transported on the back of scooters over treacherous roads. The lack of transportation means thousands of mothers and babies die each year. The clinic maintains 11 small yet essential treatment centers deep in the villages to the north of Luwero, serving a total community of nearly 600,000 people. The electricity here is on for 24 hours, off for 24. So if a woman who is waiting in labor and delivery needs to deliver, she does it by kerosene lamp, if kerosene is even available. And the lack of electricity doesn't just turn off the lights, it shuts down the water supply and equipment can't be sterilized. The labor and delivery room itself is extraordinary. They have one small autoclave the size of a microwave to sterilize their equipment. The gender inequity here is abhorrent.
A lot of mothers, are suffering a lot. They have very little voice, and many mothers are infected because of this. They have very little power. A woman has little resistance when a man comes home and commands for this, you know. So they are very, very vulnerable. Our mothers are very vulnerable, and yet they are very, very responsible for many, many things in the family. The children suffer a lot when the mother dies first.
The Bishop Asili Clinic is doing the best that they can to serve this huge community, but they receive less than $5,000 a year from the Ugandan government.
Up to this last financial year, it gave us 10 million shillings.
And how much is that? How much is $10?
That is like $4,050.
The secret to helping Africa lies in not waiting for the government to step in and help, but to channel aid, resources, equipment directly to the people who are already making a difference on the ground. The Just Like My Child Foundation has been established to fund the needs of the Bishop Asili Clinic in Luwero, Uganda, and its 11 outlying clinics. All funds, equipment, medicines that are donated to the Just Like My Child Foundation go directly to the needs of the clinic. That's the real secret to helping Africa, now, today.